annuities, and we're going to talk about the future value. So when we're talking about an annuity, this is just a series of payments of either investments or actual like payments on via loan, and these are made at regular intervals. For example, every single month you want to invest $100, so in the first of the month, $100 goes out of your bank account and into an investment. Or when we talk about a payment, we talk about like maybe your Visa bill is no Visa changes. Maybe a car loan, because a car loan is consistent and a car loan doesn't change over the course of say the 5 years, as long as you're on like a fixed interest rate rather than a variable interest rate. So when we talk about like a car loan, you have to pay say $500 on the 15th of every month. Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on here, and we're going to talk about the future value. So how much is this investment worth in the future? Okay, and we have the same type of variables here. FV is future value, R is regular payment, I is the interest rate, and of course that's going to be in a decimal. Okay, and N is the number of compounding periods. So N is not the number of years. We're going to take the number of years and we're going to multiply it by how many times it's compounded. Whatever we're dealing with, either a payment or investment, compounded how many times a year, and that's how we're going to find actual N. So a student plans to invest $1,000 at the end of each 6-month period into an annuity that earns 4.8% per year, and that's compounded semi-annually for the next 20 years. All right, lots of information all in one sentence. Let's organize this. Okay, so we have the number 1,000. We have, when we see 6-month period, that's actually pretty because then it aligns with semi-annually. Okay, so we have 2 times per year, and we have 4.8%. So we're going to actually just put 0.048. Okay, for the next 20 years. So our principal or our, we're investing each time $1,000. So that's going to be our R. Okay, it's going to be for 20 years. So N equals 20 times 2 because it's 2 times per year. So our N is actually going to equal 40. And then our I, because it's twice a year, we're not going to get paid out 4.8% twice a year. We're going to get paid out 2.4% twice a year. Okay, what will be the future value? So we go future value equals, and that's a big question mark. Okay, so the first question on every single one of these units, very easy. We just basically plug it in. So I'm just following this formula up here. So R is, I didn't even plug in R. Hold on. Let's go back. So R is 1,000. And then we're going to multiply that by 1 plus I. So 1 plus 0.024. Raise the exponent N, which is 40, minus 1. And then it's all going to be over 0.024. Okay, let's actually do the bracket first. So I'm just going to do, just for, so that we can like walk you through the steps, I'm going to just do the numerator first. So 1.024 raised to the exponent 40. And then we're going to subtract 1 from that. So on the top, I get 1.5822. Okay, and now let's divide that by 0.024, and I'm leaving this in my calculator. So if you re-enter this 1.5822 into your calculator, you may not get exactly, like it may be like a decimal or 2 off, but that's okay. I just left it in my calculator because it's just easier. Okay, so I get 65.927, and let's multiply that by 1,000. And I get approximately 65,927. And then if you want the cents, I get 08. So there would have been like an 08 in here. Okay, so therefore, in 20 years, if this person continues to invest $1,000 per year, the value will be 65 927.08. And again, that's assuming that nothing changes the percentage, like the interest. Okay, so question number 2. You invest $500 every 3 months. Okay, so we know that the R, you're investing $500 and it's every 3 months. So that's going to be the start of our, it's going to be whatever our number of years multiplied by 4. Because every 3 months is actually 4 times a year. Okay, and the interest rate is going to be 0.052, but that's compounded quarterly. Again, this quarterly aligns with this. So we're always going to take the interest and we're going to divide it by the number of times a year. And we're going to take the number of years and we're going to multiply by, again, the number of times a year. So you're always going to multiply 1 and divide 1. And then how much will the annuity be worth in 25 years? So that's 25 times 4. So we get 100 for that. And when we have decimal 5.2 divided by 4, I get 0.013. Okay, so future value, we're going to have 500, and we're going to multiply that by 1 plus I, so 1 plus 0.013 to the n, which is 100, subtract 1, all over, let's make that bigger, 0.013. So again, I'll do this in steps. So I'm going to take this like 1.013, and I'm going to raise that to the exponent 100. And I simply get 3.386. Let's just subtract 1 off there. It's still in my calculator, 2.63868, and so on. And now, again, it's still in my calculator. So if you clear it and only put up to this decimal, we're going to be a couple decimals off. But that's okay in your final answer. Divide this out, I get 202.9758. Okay, and then let's multiply that by 500. And we're left with 101,487.91. Okay, so this person invests $500 every 3 months. So approximately that's about it is $2,000 a year, and then it's making 5%. In 25 years, it's going to be worth, therefore, it will be worth, 101,487.91. Okay, final question. So this one's like a backward question. So Sam wants to make monthly deposits. Okay, we don't know how much that monthly deposit is going to be, but we know it's going to be monthly. Okay, so monthly, how many times a year is that? It's 12. So whatever our number of years is, we're going to multiply by 12, and whatever our interest rate is, we're going to divide by 12. So this gives us a lot of information already. Okay, this investment guarantees 0.095. Okay, let's calculate that. 0.095 divided by 12. This is really tiny. You know what? I might actually keep that as a fraction, and I'll show you guys. It's really ugly. Put it into your calculator, divide it, super ugly. Okay, they want to know at the end of 30 years how much that investment is going to be worth. Or sorry, they want it to be worth 500,000. So they want the future value. So at some time in the future, they want their investment to be worth 500,000. At the end of 30 years, they don't know how much they need to deposit in order to make that happen. So the exact same thing, we're just going to have to do a little bit more algebra. So 500,000 equals, we don't know what R is. 1 plus I, 1 plus, and then this is actually bracketed here. Don't add the 1 to the numerator and then divide it. It's not going to work. 360 minus 1. And then we're going to divide it by, and you're going to have to do this on your calculator. You're going to have to be really good with your calculator. I'm going to finish the rest in the next video.